Hello students! So yesterday I threw this complex assignment at you. Well, today I'm going to show you how to complete this assignment. So whenever you are overwhelmed by a complex problem, you want to break the problem down into smaller problems. It makes you feel less overwhelmed, and with every smaller problem you solve, it makes you feel more confident. Besides that, in many cases, if you manage to solve part of a problem, you often can get partial credit for that. So let's break up this problem into smaller problems. Cool, now let's attack these problems one by one. Well, this first one is really easy because these quotes as a list are already in your editor. So that is problem 1 solved. On to the next problem. It says print this list, then use functions to sort the quotes. Well, let's start with printing the list. That's fairly easy. You just type print, and then in between the parentheses you put the name of the list. The next step is to sort the quotes. Well, we know the method for sorting, so we just put the name of the list and type sort with parentheses, and that's all. And now we only have to print the quotes again. So we just print the list again. Copy, paste, all done. So now we move on to problem 3, inserting a quote. I think this is the hardest part because you have to put it at the correct spot alphabetically. So for that we have to quickly see what the begin letters of each quote are. So what does the new quote start with? It starts with a C. So we know the method for inserting, that is just plainly insert. But what parameters do we put inside the parentheses? So remember, the first quote started with A. And the first quote is the first element in the list, so the first quote has an index value of 0. The second quote started with G. This has an index value, the second element has an index value of 1. If we want to put the new quote in between the first quote and the second quote, we have to insert it at position 1. So that will be the first parameter in our insert method. Now the second parameter is really easy. That's just the new quote. We can just copy and paste that from the instructions. And there you go. Problem 3 solved. Now we only have to print our list again and focus on problem 4. The fourth problem asks us to remove the first quote in the list and then print the quotes again. So there are 2 methods we can use for removing elements of a list. One would be remove and the other one would be pop. In this case, the easiest way to get rid of the first element is by using pop with a parameter of 0. 0 is the index number of the first element, and that will remove the first element in the list. Now we only have to print our list again, and we're pretty much done. We run the code to test, we check the code, and we see we have 100%.